Molly, barista and coffee professional in Denver, Colorado, and today I'll be brewing a Kenya Peaberry using this AeroPress. So I'm going to get the brew started and just talk a little bit more about the coffee as I do that. So I'll start my timer and here we go. This Kenya is from the Kirinyaga County. It's the central part of Kenya, located along the slopes of Mount Kenya, the famous mountain there. So coffee grows super well in high elevations and in wet climates, specifically along the equator as well. And so Kenya just kind of hits a lot of those factors. So not only is Kenya known for the beautiful soil there, but there's also a mutation or a variety that's very common in Kenya called a Peaberry. So remind you, on the inside of coffee cherries or coffee fruit, we have two seeds. So in a Peaberry, there's actually only one, and because of that, that one seed really soaks up a lot of acidity, sweetness, and flavor. Pea berries tend to be smaller and just really high quality coffees. This coffee in particular was produced by the Thumi factory. And it's a local processing station made up of 750 different farmers. It's part of a larger co-op in Kenya. This is often really beneficial for farmers when they can work together for a co-op, because the co-op takes on lots of regulations and lots of the exporting, so the farmers can really focus on what they are good at, growing the coffee. This coffee was harvested in November and December, so that must be their harvest season in Kenya. And then after harvesting, it was double washed and then dried on raised beds. Royal Coffee imported this coffee. You can find out more about them at royalcoffee.com. And then Pablo's Coffee in Denver sampled and decided to purchase this coffee in 2020. This coffee was roasted by Brian Gerhard of Pablo's Coffee. And before we taste, I will tell you a little bit more about my AeroPress recipe. So I do 22 grams in, ground on my Baratza Encore grinder at a 19. If you are using a different grinder at home, just know that it's in between a pour over and an espresso. What else? I did 100 gram bloom for 30 seconds and then finished off with 250 grams of water total. So I produced an 8-ounce cup of coffee here in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Again, this is our Kenya Peaberry. So let's get tasting. It's very hot. So yes, we'll have to keep trying this as it cools. As it cools, let me talk about the tasting notes from the head roaster, Brian. So on the cupping table, he immediately was impressed by this coffee's acidity. Kind of has like a bright, punchy acidity immediately when you taste it. Secondly, there is lots of sweetness, like a cherry tomato or even a cherry itself. Pablo's Coffee has been selling this Kenya Peaberry since the summer of 2020, and they look forward to maintaining this relationship with the co-op in Kenya. So again, this is Kenya Kirinyaga Peaberry. I hope you all enjoyed this tasting. Cheers!